writer, quote, Frank Kelly. Will you state who came to your home about 4:15 in the afternoon of February the 12th? A Japanese person came in and let us out. He made a sign to us to follow him to come out. Did any other civilians join you? A group of Filipinos beside our hands on our backs. Now, how many Japanese were there? 2 officers and 15 or 16 soldiers. And what did they do? 2 men were going upstairs. After some minutes, I heard the noise of the explosion of hand grenades. The non-commissioned officer took from his left breast pocket and hand grenade and make them ready. And after he had done that, he threw it to Justice Villarreal. And he was killed immediately. Mrs. Villarreal, lying beside of him, jumped up and cried. And in this moment, she got a shot through her neck. And she was killed immediately. And the 3 Japanese, the non-commissioned officer and 2 men standing in the sliding door, they left. The room was full of smoke and fire and unbearable heat. And in this moment, one Filipino house girl, she was lying because she was kneeling. And I was lying on the left side, so our hands could touch each other. And she was able to free my hands.
私はこれらの事柄を事前に知ることができたならば、いずれの地点といえども、これが禁止暴圧の手段には全力を投じてやる次第であります。
If I could have foreseen these things, I would have concentrated all my efforts toward preventing them.
またもし事後の今日、私の立場が許すならば、軍法に照らして徹底的に処断をする考えであります。もしも今日の私の立場が許すならば、軍の法規に照らして現状に処断をする考えであります。
And if the present situation permits it, I will punish these people to the fullest extent of military law.
なお、証言のうちに私が皆殺しをしろということを命じたとか、主事のことの証言も出ましたが、断じて核のごときことを命じたことはありません。また上より命令を受けたこともありません。
Certain testimony has been given that I ordered the massacre of all the Filipinos. And I wish to say that I absolutely did not order this, nor did I receive the order to do this from any superior authority.
また、時行為を許可したこともありません。
Nor did I ever permit such a thing.
また、知ったならば見逃したこともありません。
Nor if I had known of it, would I have condoned such a thing.
Commission is in session. The prosecution may make its opening statement.
Sir, members of the Commission, the accused and defense counsel are present.
The charge against the accused is as follows. Tomoyuki Yamashita, General, Imperial Japanese Army, between 9 October 1944 and 2 September 1945, at Manila and at other places in the Philippine Islands, while commander of armed forces of Japan at war with the United States of America and its allies, unlawfully disregarded and failed to discharge his duty as commander to control the operations of the members of his command, permitting them to commit brutal atrocities and other high crimes against people of the United States and of its allies and dependencies, particularly the Philippines. And he, General Tomoyuki Yamashita, thereby violated the laws of war. It is backed by bills of particulars specifying 123 separate items or offenses, most of which were presented for our consideration. The crimes alleged to have been permitted by the accused in violation of the laws of war may be grouped into three categories. 1, starvation, execution, or massacre without trial and maladministration generally of civilian internees and prisoners of war. 2, torture, rape, murder, and mass execution of very large numbers of residents of the Philippines, including women and children and members of religious orders. It is noteworthy that the accused made no attempt to deny that the crimes were committed, although some deaths were attributed by defense counsel to legal execution of armed guerrillas, hazards of battle, and action of guerrilla troops favorable to Japan. The Commission has heard 286 persons during the course of this trial, most of whom have given eyewitness accounts of what they endured or what they saw. They include doctors, nurses, lawyers, teachers, businessmen, men and women of religious orders, prisoners of war and civilian internees, officers of the United States Army, officers of the Japanese Army and Navy, Japanese civilians, and a large number of men, women, and children of the Philippines, and the accused. The Rules of Land Warfare, Field Manual 27-10, United States Army, are clear on these points. It is for the purpose of maintaining discipline and control, among other reasons, that military commanders are given broad powers of administering military justice. The tactical situation, the character, training, and capacity of staff officers and subordinate commanders, as well as the traits of character and training of his troops, are other important factors in such cases. The accused, his senior counsel, and personal interpreter will take position before the Commission. Very well, Mr. Yamamoto may read the statement.
Statement. In my capacity as Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese 14th Area Army, I met and fought here in the Philippines the numerically and qualitatively superior armed forces of the United States. Throughout this engagement, I have endeavored to fulfill to the best of my ability the requirements of my position and have done my best to conduct myself at all times in accordance with the principles of fairness and justice. I have been arraigned and tried before this honorable commission as a war criminal. I wish to state that I stand here today with the same clear conscience as on the first day of my arraignment, and I swear before my Creator and everything sacred to me that I am innocent of the charges brought against me. With reference to the trial itself, I wish to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the United States of America for having accorded to an enemy general the unstinted services of a staff of brilliant, conscientious, and upright American officers and gentlemen as defense counsel. Thank you.
General Yamashita, the Commission concludes, 1, that a series of atrocities and other high crimes have been committed by members of the Japanese Armed Forces under your command against people of the United States, their allies, and dependencies throughout the Philippine Islands. That they were not sporadic in nature, but in many cases were methodically supervised by Japanese officers and non-commissioned officers. Accordingly, upon secret written ballot, 2/3 or more of the members concurring, the Commission finds you guilty as charged and sentences you to death by hanging. The accused and defense members of the defense staff and Japanese members of the defense staff will be escorted from the courtroom.
査問会の判決による被告者は有罪だ。被告者、その弁護士と参謀双方、通訳は査問会の前に出席しない。出題しない。
はい、退く。
Its task completed, the Commission adjourned sine die.